Yeah, hey Aidan. I feel like a normal person really. I was able to go around the block, hit the pavement, and then get down to the coffee shop, do a coffee run. Yeah, just ease into the morning, watch a bit of cricket. So feeling good. I mean, I know the industry sort of have a certain feel around twilight meetings, and I'm not the one that's getting up in the early part of the morning and getting them off the truck when they get back from the twilight races. But certainly for me, it was a nice start to the day, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like a corker day as well. Seen the market for that Trevor Eagle Memorial. At this point, we'll bring in Stephen Hunt as well. Stephen, Dragon Leap was spoken about, and he's been really keen. But this is the part where we unwrap the Christmas present, is it?
According to punters and customers, Aidan, yeah, this is the one I made very close to declaring as the best back runner at HQ today for their twilight meeting in Dragon Leap. Gee, it's almost been one-way traffic around this particular runner. Number one, drawn barrier 4, Craig Grills O'Sullivan Scott combo, opened at 3.6, now trading at $3.20, and accounts around about 80% of total turnover. Just not sure where this price is going to end up. I thought it could be a little bit soft late in the piece, maybe the last 5 to 10 minutes of trading, but there's no sign that it's stopping in the early parts of Saturday, and that's a number of four-figure bets. We've had a $2,000 bet at 3.6 earlier in the week. We've had a $1,500 bet at 3.2 around about an hour and a half ago, Aidan. So they're pretty keen on Dragon Leap to where this ability could go around this individual by Piero.
Absolutely. Be interested to see how Brendan's feeling about Dragon Leap. But I'm picking BP as we look at the speed match, which has Ranger and Tears of Jupiter going forward. Is that you're pretty keen about this horse?
I am. I suppose one quick question, those that did take the 3.6 for Stephen Hunt, is there any deductions with Scorps coming out?
Stephen, can you answer that one for us?
You know, no deductions around Scorps. He was less than a 10% chance. I think he was trading around about $12, $13. So you're all happy there, BP. You can keep your 3.6.
Hey, very good. Nice work, Stephen. Yeah, well, I mean, I was, I suppose, a little surprised that you're able to shop into 3.6. First call special was even lovely as well. With that was betting up to yesterday, where you could get $3 in front, second or third, you get your money back. So I think he's going to end somewhere around that price, maybe even under $3. I mean, he was superb with what he did at Te Rapa. I mean, it's surprising that he even won the race, really, isn't it? When the amount of times you watch the race, but how good was he through the line? Over 1,400 metres, a pinch further today, and also with a barrier draw where it just means that, of course, they're not going to be hustling, but it just means he's going to be a pair or two closer than where he was when presented at Te Rapa when last of the races, jumping from barrier number 13. So Grills has got good options, and I'm sure, as we've heard from Andrew Scott, and as he's spoken about this horse, how he has improved off this through his work as well. Interesting race with the tempo around it. I thought maybe Mongolian Heaven could be that horse that can take a posse forward, and he is a runner out of his maiden race that he did win last start to the races. Probably has to be respected, really. He did beat Scorps in that maiden race, who ran third and then came out and won, and then, of course, won yesterday. He also beat Ala Loon, and nothing compares. So I think he is the possible little smoky in the race, Mongolian Heaven, with the good gate and to go forward in the race. And the other with a good gate is number 14 and 2 Illicit. Now, she is a daughter of Jimmy Shue, who really impressed with how she won last start. Love how she's come across heels and she's let down. Now, she has the hood on today, and as I said, with a good barrier draw, she can take the spot in behind a horse like Mongolian Heaven and also Ranger. They're the two horses that are likely to go forward in the race. So if there's good tempo, you set it up for her to finish off, but obviously it can help for the favourite as well to camp off them and to show his good turn of foot in Dragon Leap as we see the concluding stages of 2 Illicit winning here at Ellerslie back on the 26th of October for James and Wellwood, who did produce a very nice horse on Thursday just gone as well by the name of Amel Rose. It looked like they've got some good artillery, especially in the 3-year-old ranks, James and Wellwood. Overall, though, Aidan, I did go with Dragon Leap. It's a great chance to get a sighter here at Ellerslie because the big prize of all is going to be in late February when they look towards the New Zealand Derby, where he sits at $10 at the moment. Dragon Leap on top in front of the 14 2 Illicit, the 3 Mongolian Heaven to be in front or up close to the speed and give you a great sight, and the 2 Green Bravo, who hit the line nicely when last presented behind Rio Dini.
Okay, interesting to see that no rider at this stage for Black Rock's Detox on the TAB list there at the moment. Cameron Lamas obviously stood down yesterday, so can't be riding there at Ellerslie today, although I've just gone looking for that and just didn't get the information about it either. So anyhow, let's move you on to the other feature, BP, in this one, the Dunstan Feeds 1500 metre Sorry, we're the next one's race 6, isn't it? The Eagle Technology Stakes. The Mitigator at 461.70, Go Nicholas at 481.75, 550 for Intrigue. It'll depend on just how quickly they run this along, and Pin Me Down and Bowden both at $6. Stephen, market thoughts here?
Cracking betting race, Aidan. Probably the best betting race up and down the country today. The Eagle Technology Stakes for Group 3. A lot of these horses progressing towards possibly a rich hill throughout the Christmas New Year period, led by the Mitigator, opened at $5.50, now trading at $4.60. Probably one of the most popular runners today is the Mitigator. Go Nicholas, who's stringing 3 together, looking for 4 on the bounce. Punters reinvesting on this particular runner, 5 into 4.8. Intrigue's been the soft runner, Aidan. Opened at $5 equal fave with Go Nicholas during the week. It's now gone out half a point to 5.5, and I wouldn't be surprised if it traded north of $6. Intrigue. A lot of people opposing this particular runner over the 1,600 metres, whether they go hard enough, and maybe the good 3 later on this afternoon is against Intrigue. Bowden's been well supported again, should look to push forward, $8.50 into $6. Pin Me Down's an interesting runner. We opened at $5.50, got as high as 6.5, now trading at $6. And if this race was to jump right now, Aidan, it is our biggest liability, Pin Me Down. Aim Smart, solid, even though a notable drifter, 8 out to $9. Gino Severini, well spec today, got as high as $12 yesterday afternoon, now trading at 9.5. And there's also specking on Cutting Up Rough at $16, and the rank outsider, Livy Lass, stepping up in grade at a current price of $31. So a fantastic betting race, a notable number of runners that have been well supported.
Okay, Brendan, your thoughts on our feature there today with the Mitigator, the likely speed, along with Bowden?
Yeah, and that really sets the race up, doesn't it, around these horses that want to go forward. Those 2 runners, especially the Mitigator, he's won every race by leading when he has saluted. You've got Bowden, who's very fast out of the machine as well, who's drawn out and looking to try and roll forward as well. So those 2 add the intrigue early, just how much they do light it up, which one finds in front of the other. Let's go back to the Mitigator when he last presented to the races. He gave a big sight, of course, in the third on the stakes, and he's beaten by a horse who goes to Group 1 level next week, and of course by the name of Superior. He puts a little break on them, and then he gets gunned down by Superior. We've seen a race like this in the past. The Rich Hill Mile, of course, he ran a cracking race in the red badge when beaten behind True Enough. Of course, he then went on to win the Copelands. He's got rock-solid form around him, just down to what happens early. Do they want to lead, or do they want to hand it over to a horse like Bowden? Another horse who can be a part of that early pressure as well is Go Nicholas. How do they want to ride him today? Do they want to be able to overcome their wide gate and push forward? He's in terrific form. Jockey and horse really are getting along at the moment as they search for 4 wins on end. And then you've got the horses that want to close. If it is very genuine up top, well, then it brings in, I think, horses like Pin Me Down and Intrigue. Interesting to hear that Stephen suggesting the horse Intrigue has gone a little cold in the market, but she ran second in the championship stakes here last preparation. She looks ideally suited now with what she's done so far, that she can run a good race here. So I've gone the one on top, the Mitigator. I'm respecting the 9 and the 8 to be the closers if they do go very hard up front. And how can you not have Go Nicholas in your numbers as well?
Absolutely, I'm the same. Pretty keen on the Mitigator as well. Anything else on the card that's jumping out at you, BP, today?
Oh, look, there's a few. I thought Pierina looked a very good bet in race number 7. She was very luckless when not getting the favours in the Group 2 last week. I don't mind Atarangi as well in race number 8. He's a runner that, again, didn't quite get the clean shot when beaten at Tarapa first up on the 9th of November. It was the first time they'd really been sighted on anything better than a dead 5. And I know that he's got a little bit of potential there, and they're looking forward to seeing it on a better track. So they'll get that by the time we get to the last race at 10 minutes to 7 off the back of his unlucky run. So he's the one that I've marked as my value bet of the day. Let's go through them for the strategy and best in value and strategy. My best bet for the day, I will go for Dragon Leap in race number 5, and my value bet will be Atarangi. How we're going to spend the $100 this afternoon, I'll go to race number 1 in Joe's Legacy. Good gate, can go forward. Best to forget what happened last time to the races. Troy Harris aboard, $15 to win on him. $50 to win on Dragon Leap in race number 5. P Arena to win race number 7, $15 on that runner. And Atarangi to go the each way value on that horse, rated around sort of $7.50 and $2 for John Bell and Trudy Thornton.
Okay, liking that, BP. Have a safe trip up to Ellerslie and enjoy the meeting there today. And just take it easy, won't you? Just a cruise mode for the rest of the day.
No, yeah, well, I sort of live my life in cruise mode most of the time, Aidan. So, we'll certainly mosey on up there, and we'll be there before the first race, hopefully.